This is the guy.
Oh, you're not gonna let me talk to you?
Hey, stop stalking people. You alright? What are you doing? You in the bathroom, right? Yeah, stop stalking people. I encountered a weirdo at a Target just now. I just walked in there. I don't go in there often. The reason why I wanted to share this is because there's a lot of weird shit going on these days. I randomly went into this Target. And so I was like, all right, I got to use the bathroom. Let me go use the restroom. I go use the restroom, right? I just go to pee. Now, the women's and the men's restroom is like right next to each other, side by side. So I go to pee, and then I go to wash my hands because, yes, I wash my hands. I know this day and age is probably kind of like, wow, people wash their hands? Yeah, everybody needs to wash their hands because of everything that's going on. But out of nowhere, I hear some like grunting and moaning behind me. So I turn around because there was some guy who was like, ugh, ugh. I'm like, what the fuck? So I look behind me, and there's a stall. And out of nowhere, this guy pops his head out from up top. Like, and he's like looking directly at me. I'm like, okay. So I'm just like, I turn around and I start washing my hand. And then he's like, you from the streets? I'm like, what? He's like, what you doing out here in the streets? So I turned around and said, I don't know you. And I don't know, it looked like maybe, I don't think he was actually using the bathroom. I think he was stalking the bathrooms, waiting to see who comes in and out. So I said, I don't know you. He's like, so what? You from the streets? So I'm like, bro, this dude is a fucking weirdo. 2, I don't know what he has on him. And like, he's standing behind the stall and he's tall or whatever. So I leave. I was like, all right, let me just walk out of this shit. Fucking weirdo, because these people are out everywhere, especially in Florida, everywhere. So I left. And I put my glasses on, have my glasses there, because like in case this guy tries to run up behind me, because I don't know what his deal is. Maybe he thought I was somebody or whatever. So I go buy my little stuff. I go pay, and I walk up to security. And I told him, I was like, hey, I'm just letting you know, there's some weirdo by the bathroom. And it's like, oh yeah, we know. I was like, what happened? And they said, it was 2 of them. They said that they saw the guy talking to me. And the guy, I guess he walked kind of towards the girls' bathroom, the women's bathroom, and he started talking to some teenage girls. I don't know what he was saying, but then that's when they walked up to him, and they're like, yo, like, you gotta go. And he kind of like screamed or yelled at somebody. He yelled at one of the girls or some shit, and they made him leave. And he walked out. I don't know what homeboy was doing, but the Hollywood, Florida Target, there's some weirdo walking around this bitch. Some weirdo motherfucker. I don't know if he's jacking himself off or doing what. He looked like a weirdo, all right? I wish I would have taken a picture of his ass. Hopefully they got him on camera. Some weirdo motherfucker hanging out in the men's bathroom and then approaching girls and teenage girls when they're walking into the bathroom. And so, I mean, kudos to security. I don't know what that dude was on, but this is just another heads up that there is a bunch of people out there like this. I found the weirdo again, and I think he's approaching cars and women. I don't know if this is him or not. This is the guy.
Oh, you're not gonna let me talk to you?
Hey, stop stalking people. You alright? What are you doing? You in the bathroom, right? Yeah, stop stalking people. You in the bathroom?
That's not a female?
Were you in the bathroom over there in Target?
You said stalking?
Yeah.
You know me from somewhere?
Yeah,
You
in the
need to be
bathroom.
careful, yo.
I remember you from the bathroom. Stop stalking these ladies. Yeah. You were talking to me? You were talking to me? Yeah, you were talking to me, right? You gay. You the gay weird one. Fucking weirdo. You okay? All right. Yo, that lady drove off. This guy's creeping around Target. Now he's angry because I called this stalker ass out. Fuck that weirdo. He's approaching all the cars. This dude was just in the bathroom. All right, in the men's bathroom. Then he starts talking to the teenagers outside in the women's bathroom. So I circled a couple of times because I'm like, something tells me this guy's on some weirdo shit. And he pulls up to this woman in a car. And I hear her tell him, get away from the car. He's coming behind me. He's recording this shit. Let's see what he's doing. I wish I brought my shit with me just in case. Wind the windows up. That's the dude that was in the bathroom creeping. And he was creeping on that lady. Bruh.
Before I get into my afterthoughts, I wanted to show you this article from 2019. This is the same location, the Target in South Florida. Andrew Dexter Clemens, I don't know who this is, but this guy exposed himself. A convicted video voyeur has been arrested after exposing himself to an 11-year-old girl in Hollywood, police said. It's the same exact Target. According to the arrest report, Clemens was in the Target at the store 3251 Hollywood Boulevard, November 26, when he passed a girl and exposed and touched himself. He later approached the child and her mother near the fitting rooms and asked their opinion about a sweater he was buying for his mother. Clemens walked away after the conversation, and when the girl looked back at him, he moved the sweater and exposed himself before leaving the store. This guy had another incident in 2012, goes further back, where he was at the Sawgrass Mills Mall for secretly taking pictures. He was arrested for secretly taking pictures and video recordings of women in the dressing rooms of a clothing store. Records show. Police found 10 videos and pictures on 2 cell phones. He had also had a video camera in the backpack. So this is what I'm saying, man. Like, maybe some people think this is nutty, what I did. I mean, I should be more cautious. But there's people like this that go bouncing and bouncing from place to place to place, cruising bathrooms and cruising. That guy's on some weirdo stuff. That's not no normal functioning human that does that. Just a couple of afterthoughts from that incident. You know, I would have never thought I would do something like that, like approach somebody, but I felt something just really weird, and I still do. I feel like this guy is somebody that could be potentially dangerous, only with the context of I walked into this store, Target. I go to use the restroom. Those restrooms, I don't know if you've ever seen them. In this Target, there's no door. Like, the thing is just completely open. Anybody can walk in and out from easy. You know, at least if there's a door, anybody can just whatever. So I use the restroom. I go to wash my hands, and I see this guy's. He's making some weird sounds. Okay, I'm thinking maybe he's using the bathroom, but he's like grunting in a way that he's like trying to get my attention. I thought maybe it was trolling. I turn around and I look at his feet. I see something brown. I thought this guy used the bathroom on the floor. And then out of nowhere, his head pops up. I haven't said nothing. His head pops up and he starts talking about this whole, you from the streets, you from the streets. I'm like, what the hell? So I'm thinking this dude's off his rocker. Maybe he's on something. And I just kind of didn't say nothing. And he said it again. I'm like, yo, I don't know you. And he was like, it don't matter. Some shit like that. So at this point, I'm like, let me get out of here, because for some reason he's staying behind the stall. I don't know if he has something on him. I don't know what he, like knife or something. Let me just get out of this close quarters. All right. So I leave out. I was only there to buy one thing. I went to get a pre-workout. And I go to the register and I'm thinking to myself, I see security, like, let me at least go let security know, because God forbid somebody else walks into the bathroom or the ladies' room is right there, all this kind of stuff. Who knows? This guy's a complete nut. So I pay for my shit. I walk up to security and I tell them, and there's 2 people. And they're like, oh yeah, we know. We saw the guy he approached you. He said something after you left. Like, we told him, like, hey, you can't do that. Chill out. He was already like talking to, from what I was told from these people, to what looked like, and there was a lot of kids around there. There was a lot of young girls talking to some girls, trying to tell them some sort of story. The same shit that this guy was doing in the parking lot, he was doing to some kids outside of the ladies' bathroom. Okay. So that, and they forced him to leave. They just told, you got to go. You can't do this here. He yelled at some point. This is what they telling me, at the girls or something. And he leaves. At this point, I left. I went to a gas station. I go to get my little energy drink. And I do the live stream on Facebook, which is what you just saw. Something tells me, because I'm just in my head. First of all, I had a feeling that this guy's not driving a car. 2, I was on the phone. I was talking to Evelyn. I was telling her about the situation. I was literally telling her, like, yo, this is the type of dude. I can see it. I can feel this guy's energy, like this dark but weirdo energy. He's either sitting in a car somewhere, and I really didn't think he could drive, but I was surprised when I left, I didn't see him on foot. Or he's in another bathroom doing the same weirdo stuff that he was doing at that Target. Okay, now maybe he's just somebody that just likes to talk to women or whatever. It was on some weirdo creep stuff. And so I circled around. I know circling around stuff, but I'm just thinking like, yo, this could be anybody. This is kind of weird. This dude has got to be around here, maybe prowling. Okay, that's what I'm going to call it. And I did one final circle. I was like, all right, I'm going to do this one final circle. I'm going to get out of here because I feel like this guy's, because you know what I was thinking? I was thinking too, like, what if this guy's walk up to somebody in their car, some woman trying to put their kid in the car, or, I mean, I don't know how he's, would do something, but I'm just thinking, like, you don't know how many stories I've heard of people trying to do something, put something in their car, and somebody runs up behind them. And literally, as I'm driving, and I'm on the phone, like, yo, I gotta go. I see him, I gotta go. And then I approach this guy, I started recording, and I hear her say, like, get away from the car. She didn't seem too worried, but the guy was, like, trying to, like, yo, let me talk to you. She was like, get away from my car. And so I literally pulled up right next to her car. And I was just like, yo, just let him know, like, I see you. I know what you're doing. You're that weirdo. And he's like, he doesn't remember me. When he walked up next to the car and he got closer, I recognized even more so his face, his voice, and just the same demeanor and his height and everything. Just the same tall ass guy. That's just weirdo creeper looking over the little stall or whatever. So I don't know, man. I just felt like I wanted to put that PSA out there for one. I keep saying it all the time. Maybe people think it's a joke. There's a lot of weird, creepy people out there. I mean, literally just hanging around waiting and shit. And if you're in the parking lot, be 100%. I should have been out there a little bit more, better protected. And there's some things I need to do myself. But all those, every situation doesn't require you to do that, but it's always good to be prepared. And that's it. I just thought, what if it was my daughter? What if it was my mother? What if it was a friend, a female friend? Yeah, some weirdo like this. And he's kind of like very pushy. Like the way he was talking to me, I don't know if he has some mental health problems. It looked like maybe he was homeless. The way he was on a bike, he had like that thing in the front. Maybe he was homeless. I don't know. But I don't know. People need to know. Just be careful, be cautious, right? Take care. Peace.